I am currently in Florida on a family vacation, and I've been going to Florida every summer since I was like 13 years old. And I think it's very funny because I actually came out for the first time when I was in Florida, I think in 2017. My sister and I, we were in a jacuzzi and it was raining, and I just decided to come out to her because it was weighing on me so much. And I think it's pretty ironic because Florida is not the most progressive state. To kickstart my trip, I went for a run, and I think it's very funny because I'm currently reading Call Me By Your Name, and in Call Me By Your Name, Elio and Oliver, they go for runs by the beach, and I just went for a run by the beach. And I love finding little parallels between me and my life and the lives of the characters in my books. I just started reading it. I'm about like 30 pages in, and so far I think I really like it. However, I will say the book is written from Elio's perspective, and he's 17 in the book, and I'm 25. I can't really relate to Elio as much as I would like to, but so far I do like it. I do think it's an interesting plot. This is my favorite time of day to go for swims in the ocean, when it's like the sun has already set and the sky is becoming like a nice blue, purpley pink, and I am really in love, so. I want to give a tour of the villa my family and I stay in. There's such a charm to this place because it's all wooden, and it's has really beautiful tiles and details, and it feels kind of just like a time capsule when you walk in here, because you enter and it just feels like you're transported to a different decade. So, little tour. This is the door you enter from, and then when you walk in you see the kitchen, which is nice. It has a little fridge, a microwave, we have our groceries, and then you have like a little view of the dining table. And then to this side of the dining room, you have the living room. And right above the dining room, which is really cool, is they have like a loft, which is where I slept in growing up. But now I sleep on the pull-out couch. And if you go this way, you have the like main suite, which is where my parents sleep, and it's pretty nice. They have this super beautiful stained glass window, which I'm truly obsessed with. A little closet nook, hello. And then to this side, we have the bathroom, which I also think is very beautiful because it has like this tub. And it also has a skylight, which is really nice. So when you're in here at this time of day, it's like all well lit. And that is the villa tour. I'm in the ocean. It feels so good. Waking up was not fun at all, but this view is so worth it.
Deixa de preguiça, deixa o cobertor, deixa que hoje eu vou ser o teu calor. Sei que tá friozinho.
I went to the farmer's market the other day and I bought some peaches, and it was definitely because of the peach scene in Call Me By Your Name, which I just got to, and I'm a little over halfway done with this book, and I'm gonna be controversial. I think the age gap between Elio and Oliver is disturbing and makes me feel really icky, because the book is written from Elio's point of view, and you can really tell his youth just by the way that he writes. There's a scene where Oliver puts his hand on Elio's shoulder, and then for the next like 5 pages, all Elio does is just like analyze and decipher that scene. And it's very reminiscent of like when you're in high school and you have a crush and you're kind of just like in your head the whole time trying to like make something out of nothing. And I think because I can see Elio's youth through the writing, it makes it even more icky, just because he does seem very naive and Oliver's 24 and like taking advantage of this 17-year-old boy who has like no experiences. I wish the age gap wasn't a thing, because the plot of this book is actually really fascinating and intriguing, but the age gap, I can't see past it. I think it's really gross, but I will finish it because I think it's a must. And I brought some watercolors that I picked up some water from the ocean, and I'm gonna do some painting, read a little bit more of my book, and just to have a nice day.
Tanto tenho a dar pra fazer o frio evaporar. Deixa de preguiça, deixa o cobertor. Deixa que hoje eu vou ser o teu calor. Sei que tá friozinho.
I love reading my book when it's raining out, but I truly have never experienced rain this aggressive. The rain is almost horizontal because of how windy it is.
Tá friozinho, já sei como é.